These are 10 planning mistakes I still make in Prison Architect. One of the very first things I tend to always do the same is put the staff areas really far away from the prisoners. This can be nice, but not for all staff, because obviously you need the dog kennels to be a bit closer, otherwise these handlers will have to walk all the way through here before they're even close to their patrol routes or deployment areas. Also, having staff rooms a bit closer can help guards cool off a bit easier so that they are not as tired all the time. Next up, for some reason I tend to always forget to put solitary anywhere, so it always ends up in the most random place, which is not always a good thing. Right now it's just in the center here, it doesn't really make sense to be there, so that's definitely something I should be looking at a bit more. And one final thing that annoys me a lot actually is that I always go for the same layout. This is a layout I've used in videos before, and it's just the same grid pattern all over, and then the working spaces in Perl down here. This is something I'd like to change. It's a bit difficult though, because once you're in a rhythm it's hard to get out. But it can be nice to experiment with different layouts or just doing something differently for once. Now what these mistakes can mean is that the staff obviously can't move easily toward prison area. This mistake is pretty easily solvable by just planning it in. Also, one thing to keep in mind is when you are just starting out with your new prison that there's different tools. Definitely use all of them because they can be very useful. The objects is just nice, different shape, different look to the pathways or to the walls. Then the doors obviously go in walls, and you can choose different ones as well, and the fence look a bit differently as well. Using these can really clear up your plan. Then one thing you can also try to do, which I'm going to challenge myself to do a bit more, is to start in the middle and not on the outside of the plot. What this is going to force me to do is think from, okay, what would I put in the middle? I'd put a security in the middle. So then I would be thinking outwards, okay, what would I put next to the security building, or what would I put in it? Obviously security office, kennel, probably a staff area in here. And that way I can go from inside to out, and that way the prison can be more efficient as well, with guards being able to go from inside the prison to out a bit easier, instead of them having to be down here and moving all the way over there. One thing you can also do is to write down everything you want to build so that you can plan those out accordingly and check them off. Just take a look in the builds tab what you need, and in your grants as well, and that way you can write everything down you need and you can plan that accordingly. If you now want to start building your prison, I recommend you watch this video.